Coming up in this episode, we go to many Goodwills, we find lots of fun treasures, we go to some McMenamins, we go to the Oregon coast, I show you my thrift hauls, and we do a DIY art project. Today we are going to the Oregon coast. It is a gloomy, wet Oregon day, but that's all right. The coast is beautiful in any weather, at any time. We are thrifting our way to the Oregon coast, and the McMinnville Goodwill is the first one on our way. And it looks like the color today is 50% off blue tags. These press back chairs were really inexpensive, only $6.99 each. That ladder back chair was $2.99. The little barrel chair was $4.99. Good prices on those chairs. Thrifting wasn't our only goal on this overnight stay. We have our McMenamins passports to complete as well. You may have heard me mention McMenamins, brew pubs, and hotels in my previous videos. I just love going to them. If you visit or are from the Oregon and Washington area of the United States, then you'll know what I'm talking about most likely. But for those of you who don't, you buy their passport for $35 and then get stamps at every location and then get prizes along the way. My husband found these Beatles glasses. He was pretty excited about that for only $7.99. That head looks like something almost mid-century, but it was contemporary. I almost bought this for our back patio to have a plant hanging out of it. I decided against it because I'd have to water the plant, and I thought that might end up ruining it. Does anybody know what this is for? I even used Google Lens, but I couldn't come up with any answers. It only came up with candle holders and charcuterie boards. I really like these little art mannequins. They look really cute styled up. I'd never seen a baking dish quite like this before. I thought it might be Pyrex, but it's something I'd never heard of, glass bake. And it's not very valuable apparently. $12 is what that one is being sold for. In order to finish our McMenamins passport, we need to hit the Lincoln City location and the Corvallis locations, and that's one of the reasons we planned this whole beach trip. Also to thrift though. After we complete the McMenamins passport and get the little prizes, you get really big prizes like free hotel stays and concert tickets. So this is one of my husband's and mine many hobbies. I'm looking for green things for St. Patrick's Day, which is coming up soon. This is a large, heavy piece of Mexican pottery. I did not end up purchasing it though. I love Tonala pottery, and this little duck is adorable, so he's a definite yes for $4.99. I didn't buy this little peacock brass plate, and I'm sort of regretting it. Nor did I purchase these little Japan dogs, even though they're super cute. And this brutalist style statue was unfortunately a contemporary piece. I did end up picking up this little tiny candle holder. It is so cute, Mexican pottery. Fell in love with the little legs on it. I really like this studio pottery plate. I think I'm going to try to make something similar to that. This little Fenton shoe was about retail price. This cute little lidded dish caught my eye. It reminds me of something you might see on Bridgerton, which is a look that's becoming quite popular at the moment. I did not end up picking it up, and I also didn't buy these, which I thought were really cute, these painted Mexican glasses. And then this Portugal vase didn't seem to have much value, about $20, so that wasn't worth it. Then I spotted this and I thought, wow, it's brass and it looks very mid-century modern looking. And so when I looked it up, I was quite pleased to find out that it was a valuable item. It's a bookend by an artist, Ben Seibel, I think that's how you say his name. I don't know, but I wish I could have found the other one. My husband and I looked all over the store and we didn't see it. So here's my haul. So the first place that we went was McMinnville Goodwill, and I saw this Tonala duck, and it was $4.99, and these go probably for about $20 to $25. So I thought that was a pretty good buy, and that he would be a good contribution to my antique space or my online store. I saw this guy for $3.99, and as you see, I think they're really cute in the decor. He's more of a blonde wood. He's not finished like mine, but I think that he'll look nice in one of my antique spaces. My husband, James, spotted these Beatles glasses for $7.99, and these probably go for about $50 to $60 online. I found this other little piece of Mexican pottery for $2.99. I need to clean it out, but I really love the blue and white mixed with the terracotta. I think it's very sweet, and I love these little legs. They're very interesting. So I'll probably put a candle in that and see how it looks, and probably have it on sale in my Etsy store. This was the big find. I wish that there had been two, as they are bookends, and they are Ben Seibel. And when I first looked it up, I saw like $1,200 for two. But as it turns out, a couple $100 for two, and for one, about $80 or so. 88 is what I saw the last one sell for. But still, really great for a $3.99 purchase. So that's my haul from McMinnville. So the good news is that the weather looks like it's letting up, and there's going to be some blue skies coming at the beach. Our next stop is the McMenamins Lighthouse Brew Pub, where we were having our breakfast, basically. We arrived around noon, so we had lunch for breakfast. Many of the McMenamins pubs are in strip malls, as is this one. They do a great job making it warm and inviting and cozy. I'm not sponsored by McMenamins. I don't get any perks from them. I just love the company. I used to work for them from 1994 to 1998. And when I go to a McMenamins, it just feels like coming home. Well, we got the Lincoln City McMenamins pub stamped on our passport. We each got our free Cannonball chowder as our prize. So next we're off to see the ocean. On the way to our hotel, we stopped at the Lincoln City Goodwill. We are at the Lincoln City Goodwill. Let's go see what we can find. These jeans are so cute. I totally want to make a pair like this. This is a neat piece of Samsonite luggage. Definitely going to pick this up for only $4.99. There's definitely some room for profit there. This brass piece has threads on the top. I think it's part of an incense altar or something like that. This is a beautiful box, but there's really no room for profit in that. First, I thought this was Italian pottery. It's not Italian, but it is very beautiful. I love this wicker chair, and $12.99 is a great price for that. I've seen that these little Circle of Friends candle holders can be quite valuable, so I'm definitely going to pick this one up. This guy definitely has found some shoes. So here's my haul from the Lincoln City Goodwill. I found this cute little Circle of Friends candle holder for $2.99. And I've never seen one with just three, but I think it's really cute. I really like how they look like little children. These can be sold for about $20 to $30, sometimes even $80 online. So $2.99, not a bad price to pay for that. As you saw, I spotted the Samsonite luggage case for $4.99. I found it in the bin that was going out. They just wheeled it out, and it's only $4.99, and these go for about $50 online. Pretty neat score. That's my haul from Lincoln City. Here is our little motel room. It's got a great view of the ocean. and it's very cozy. It's not very expensive. We only paid about $100 for this one night stay. It is the off season on the Oregon coast. If you like mid-century decor, it's definitely got some mid-century decor. In fact, it has mid-century appliances for sure. We brought our meats and cheeses for our little charcuterie board later. And now we're going to head down to the ocean. It's a little bit of a hike, but we need the exercise. Well, they added some steps. That's a nice improvement. We've been coming to the Esther Lee Motel since the early 2000s, and my husband's parents have been coming here since the 1970s. This morning we are going to be heading home, but we're stopping at a Goodwill in Newport, and it's a Goodwill boutique. If you're not familiar with the Goodwill boutiques, they have higher valued items at a little higher price, but you can still get a good deal here. Not as inexpensive as you would find at a regular Goodwill. In a way, that makes me a little sad that you can't just go to a regular Goodwill and find a lot of these name brands, because Goodwill is not putting them in there unless they don't notice it. I have a cool serving dish for $14.99. I recently just bought a little creamer sort of like this, but it's actually Deruta. These are made in Italy. I think they're really cute. $14.99 is not a bad price for that. These usually come in sets of 3, these little swung vase candy dishes. I should have picked these up. I didn't realize till I was editing this video that they were $19.99 for 4 of them. I thought that was each. So that would have been a good deal. Some beautiful pink depression glass. These also were a set of 4 for the $24.99. I thought they were each when I picked it up. I wasn't looking very hard. Get this large barnacle shell cluster for $20. I've never seen one of these pitchers being called a gurgle pot. Does it gurgle or something? Do you know? I thought this was a very attractive crate and barrel lamp. I love the cobalt blue. A beautiful Pendleton coat for $300. Not in my budget. This brightly colored building is the Ripley's Believe It or Not Museum. Kind of a fun place to visit if you have children for sure. This This is the little downtown strip of Newport. That's a cute name for a t-shirt shop, Manatees. I thought it would be fun to take you down here to the boardwalk so you could see the sea lions. On to another McMenamins to get another stamp out of the way. This is the Monroe Pub, which is right next to the Oregon State University campus in Corvallis, Oregon. And I love what they've done with these sinks on the wall that actually used to be a fountain that actually worked, but I think it doesn't work anymore. Had a couple beers and saw this fun little robot delivering something. And then, next stop, off to the Corvallis Goodwill. All right, heading into the Corvallis Goodwill. Let's go see what we can find. Brass bookends for only $3.99 each. Yes, please. That's very sweet, hand-painted for a 50-year anniversary. Here's some Royal Hagar, but $12.99 is too high for me to pay. I should have picked these up. I didn't realize that they were the blue tag, which is half price, until I was editing this video. Both these vintage ice buckets are really cool. I like this enamel napkin holder. And these chinoiserie plates are very pretty. This is not how it's supposed to come. Somebody glued a bowl to the bottom of this compote. How funny. I didn't see this the first time around. This goes with those shell book ends, so I definitely picked this up. I thought this was a really cute little trinket box too. Very happy when I found this brass mirror. I love it. And I thought that this little jewelry box was very attractive. So I scored big time at the Corvallis McMenamins. Here's my haul for that. I was so excited when I saw this beautiful brass mirror with the knotted outline, and it was only $6.99, and these go for sale for about $35 each. I saw a couple of them on sale for about $65 for the pair online, and I just thought, what a beautiful score. It's a really nice, good beveled mirror, and I'm just so excited about this. I also found for $4.99 this beautiful jewelry box with the pink on the inside, and I love the old handle on this. I think I'm going to do a little upcycling to it, maybe put some of those IOD transfers of flowers like roses on it or something. I think that would look really beautiful.
These are not too exciting. I don't know why I'm even sharing them, but I bought a couple of lamps recently, and this was $1.99 and this was $3.99, so I just have a few lampshades for those. I was really excited to find these brass shell bookends. They're not super heavy, so they're not going to hold a lot of books, but they're very beautiful and very decorative. And the shell look is so in, and it's so beautiful. I was just really excited to find those. $3.99 each. And then right next to it was this shell matchstick holder, and that was $6.99. And these look really cool just in a bookshelf too. Can you imagine it with these next to it with some books? I was just really excited to see some brass, because brass has been really hard to find, and I got a lot of it this trip. I also found a big black lampshade for $2.99. I have a ginger jar lamp upstairs that I need to price and put in my antique space, and I think it would look a little bit better having a lampshade on it, so I got that to put on it. Lastly, I found this beautiful little box with like a filigree pattern for $3.99, and I thought it would just look so beautiful on someone's vanity. I was very happy with this, very cute. So that's my haul from Corvallis.
So there are 2 McMenamins in Corvallis, so we had to stop at the second one so we could get our free appetizer before we headed home. But guess what? Spoiler alert, might be one last stop. Well, this is the last Goodwill we're going to go to. It's the Woodburn Goodwill. We're almost back to Oregon City, and I've got like 15 minutes to shop, so let's see what we can find. This little wooden puzzle caught my eye, but it's a souvenir piece and it's a little broken. Kind of a cool little fish box, but no. This vase is contemporary. I'm not having a lot of luck here in my few minutes I have to shop. I thought this little sunshine was cute for $3.99. This little cobalt blue glass rooster candy dish can be valuable, but $12.99, there's just no room for profit. I thought this mirror was cool, but I do believe it's contemporary, and $14.99 is a high price. This little bell is missing its ding-donger. This is a nice little studio pottery bowl, but doesn't do much for me. This looks like custard glass from Fenton. I've never seen it in the blue. This table has been marked down 3 times already. This one's been marked down 4 times. This is kind of a fun upcycling dish in a way. You can use it to put little cookies on it. At first I thought it was a bird feeder. This is kind of a cool looking swung vase. I didn't want to invest the $20 into it though, in case it doesn't sell. This would be cute to put a deck of cards in on your coffee table. Aw, sweet. This is a beautiful Studio Pottery vase. Very well made. Very talented person made that.
Here's my haul from Woodburn. I got this cute little sunshine for $3.99. That's it for that. Now it's time to do my DIY project for this video. I purchased this mirror for $4.99. Try not to show it to you so that you don't get to see your reflection back. I'll show you an overhead view of it. And I'm really excited to do something with my new IOD, or Iron Orchid Designs, molds of the mermaid and the seashells. So let's go dive in and see what I create. First thing, I'm going to clean it because I know I'm going to get it dirty again, but I may be putting some, here's my $4.99 sticker. I may be putting some paper clay designs on the mirror. Maybe more difficult to clean around it after they're on there. Besides, it's always nice to have a clean surface.
The next thing that I do is dust the molds with cornstarch, which I have in this sock that I just dab it on. And then I'm going to use paper clay, which is an air-dried clay, to fill in the molds. I am using Gorilla wood glue to glue down my beautiful mermaid, but there's probably plenty of other glues out there that will work just as well. After I got everything glued down, I gently covered all of the paper clay and the rest of the frame with White Swan, Debi's Design Diary, the DIY clay paint. So my air-dried clay dried and it cracked, even though I painted it with the White Swan. So now I'm going to take some paper clay and just fill those cracks in. I used my handy needle tool, and then I also used a paintbrush that I didn't care about to kind of smooth it into the cracks as well. Next, I used Farm Fresh, another DIY paint, and just painted all over everything. It only took one coat. This is what it looks like when it's half dry and half wet still. Now that it was completely dry, I took some more of the Debi's DIY paint, her Painterly, and then also her Eden, and diluted them way down into a wash and just painted the mermaid tail and the seaweed. I needed to go ahead and seal the paint in, so I didn't want to seal in the stuff that was on the mirror, so I used a razor blade and a paintbrush and kind of got that all off as best as I could. And then I used the Debi's DIY clear wax to seal it. See how it brings the color back to a darker color? You need to seal this in because this paint is clay paint, which is water reactive, and that's how I got some of it off the mirror, as I was able to rehydrate it with the wet paintbrush. After it was all sealed with the clear wax, I used Debi's DIY dark wax to fill in the cracks and to give it some more depth and an aged look. It is very important that you seal with the clear wax first before you put the dark wax on, otherwise you can't lift the dark wax off as easily. My next step is taking Pennies from Heaven, which is a copper colored sealer paint from Debi's Design Diary as well. I just applied it with my finger, but this time I wore gloves. Lastly, I took some antique gold rub and buff and did the mermaid's hair, the seahorses, and then the rest of the frame.
Caught behind Venetian blinds, out of reach for the city lights. This ain't where I belong. Hey, look at me, man, what I've become. I've been running east, looking for a sunset, digging deep since '99. What I thought was gone was sitting in my pocket.
Well, that's my video. I hope you enjoyed watching it. And if you did, maybe you can give it a like or a thumbs up. And if you like this content, maybe you can subscribe to my channel. And if you're already subscribed, thank you. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.
I think it's time for me to go burn all bridges. All I know, I got lost along the way, fell between the four.